And they're saying it right after the big shot that we heard the whole time that they're trying to say is Brent's, you know. So they make that comment right after that big shot. And then you hear the way he falls. It doesn't sound, I mean, it doesn't sound like he's falling on, in my personal opinion, it doesn't sound like he's falling on, is it carpeted? See, sniper round out. They're saying that big loud shot was the sniper shot. No, that was you guys shooting him from inside that apartment at very close range. And you shot right at his head. And then let's talk about how they want to clear this room out. So listen to what they say about the rooms. Okay, hold on. Directed at that bedroom at all times. So they want the shield directed at that, they say that bedroom, okay? Well, let's see if he specifies which bedroom, okay? We will enter and quickly clear on the right that bedroom, or I'm sorry, that bathroom, and then that bedroom. We will quickly clear. What that means is you don't know who's in there. You have to clear it. We don't even, so when you want to say you have eyes in there, whatever, this is what they're saying they're going to do. And then they said, and B bedroom, okay? And B bedroom. So listen again, here goes. For victims or anything else.
He said for victims or anything else. What or who does he possibly think was in there? If those police officers just went in shooting before checking to see who was in there, then my dad could have been in there. Or even my mom.
For victims or anything else. And proceeds to the last bedroom, which is C. Okay? So let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys a question, like logically. Tell me if you think this makes any sense. If Brent wasn't in bedroom B, and he left bedroom B at some point, you're telling me Brent ran out of there, and while he was doing that, made sure that he closed the door behind him? Fuck out of here. Brent is on the ground, right? Brent's on the ground. So he was, at some point he was in B. Why would Brent go and close bedroom B's door? Unless you were in bedroom B. So let's say that he was in bedroom B at some point, and he decided to leave bedroom B and go into bedroom C. So after he left bedroom B, he closed the door. That's what you think happened. That's impossible. That would get you killed. that will get you straight up killed. You don't have, how are you even doing that? You're running and you're like, oh wait, hold on, let me close this door behind me. No, you would just book it out of there and go to wherever you're going. You know what I mean? You're not closing doors. And so then let's like really use our logic here. So if he didn't close bedroom B, who the fuck did? Who closed bedroom B? Dude, I'll take on any one of these clowns that truly want to fuck with America's intelligence, because I ain't dumb, far from it. But that's what they want us to believe. They want us to believe that he left bedroom B at some point. When he left, that he closed the door behind him because bedroom B was open, right? I've been showing you that, and I'm actually trying to get it down to the exact point of when this whole thing happened. And every time something happens like that, it's just miraculously when this dipshit with the body cam has to take a break or has to go stand over by, Simon and get a little handy. But I don't believe in coincidences. So I'm gonna play this again and let's see what he says here about, okay, so how also do they know that he's in C? Is C's bedroom door open right now?
This has got to be some of the most disturbing shit I've ever seen when it comes to this kind of stuff. I mean, and them trying to push the agenda that we're supposed to believe this. I don't know. I didn't hear shell casing drop. So I don't know if there's carpet in there. I don't know what the hell's going on. But here's, I'm just thinking that there's so many, with these yahoos, there's so many options, man, with these guys. With what they've already done so far, they're lies. They're trying to push us off on this path, then off this path, and then underneath this path, and over here and there. And, I mean, who knows what's going on with Dylan? Did they throw her under the freaking bus? Or is she guilty? Or is she an accomplice? I was going to say just an accomplice, and that's bullshit, because if you're an accomplice, you're an accomplice, and you're in trouble. But why was Bethany saved? Why wasn't Bethany thrown underneath the bus like Dylan was? Because in all actuality, no matter which way you freaking look at it, they threw Dylan under the bus, whether she's guilty or not. You don't put that kind of shit out there and then just let it hang out there in the freaking ozone layer. When there's a young girl, possibly, if she's guilty or not, it doesn't matter. She has her right to go to court. She has her right in the jurisdiction, judicial system. She's innocent until proven guilty. But look what they have done to her. And look what they haven't done to Bethany. Who's Bethany? I also want to know who Thomas Adams is. I want to know who Thomas Adams is. Anybody know? Thomas Adams was the one that shot up the downtown, who was in the police reports every freaking day, almost every single week, with some mental issues. Allegedly, he worked for the hospital. How many hours did they, hold him? He was held up in his room shooting off rounds and rounds, way more than allegedly Brent did. So, who is Thomas Adams? Why is he sitting in jail right now if that's indeed where he's at? Maybe he's not even there. Maybe he's somewhere else in witness protection program or something. I don't know. Because you don't know what the hell they're doing down there. Oh, check this out, you guys. Check this out. Looking at this today. Look who's not in here. Thomas Adams isn't in here. Thomas Adams is not in the Latah County Jail. Where is Thomas Adams? Someone tell me that? It's not in here. Thomas Adams is. Shooting suspect charged with felony counts. Police report says 15 firearms were allegedly found in Thomas Adams' apartment. Moscow. The man who allegedly fired gunshots from his Moscow apartment and forced a standoff with police earlier this month now faces 3 counts of a felony charge. Thomas Adams, 54, remains in Latah County Jail after he was arrested September 5th in his Almond Street apartment. The suspect fired rounds from his firearm into the surrounding neighborhood and refused to surrender during a 6-hour standoff with Latah County Regional SWAT and other police. There were no injuries, but police allegedly found bullet holes and bullets in the neighboring residences. They also allegedly found 15 firearms in Adams' apartment, as well as 114 spent casings and hundreds of live ammunitions of various calibers. Adams is now being charged with 3 counts of unlawful discharge of a firearm at a dwelling house, which is a felony. The new charge comes with a $50,000 bond, which is nothing. You can get on that and no big deal. His other charges are misdemeanors: unlawfully discharging a weapon, disturbing the peace, and resisting and obstructing officers. The updated report describes police canvassing the neighborhood, talking to residents, and discovering bullet holes in their homes. One of the residents, Sierra Valentine, told police she was walking her dogs on Jackson Street at 2 a.m. that day when she heard several shots being fired in her directions, according to the report. She ran back into her residence and called 911. Isn't that called attempted murder, you guys? Isn't it? Cruelty to animals, attempted murder to a human. Police later found 5 shots were fired into her residence and 11 shots were fired into her detached shed, the police report says. Valentine said that based on her experience, she thinks Adams should be charged with attempted murder. Hallelujah. It's really fucking rocked my world, she said about this incident. She said Adams made her uncomfortable with his behavior in the days preceding his arrest, and that other residents felt the same. Police contacted Adams hours before the shooting began after he reported hearing a shotgun shell go off nearby. That's a whole nother story right there. So, because the girl Sierra actually tells what happened there. Adams allegedly claimed he had won the lottery while he was in the Persian Gulf, and that people on motorcycles were trying to take the money from him. While talking to Moscow Police Department Officer Jay Waters, Adams allegedly said he did not see the people on the motorcycles, could not confirm whether anyone was after him, and could not definitively state the supposed gunshot was directed at him. Waters escorted Adams back to his apartment and observed at least 3 AR-15 type firearms on the floor. Waters tried to calm Adams and told him to lock his doors and try to get some sleep. Adams is scheduled for a status conference hearing on September 28th. So did you guys hear that? Adams escorted him back to his apartment where he observed 3 AR-15 type firearms on his floor. Told him to calm down and get some sleep and left. And then at 2 a.m. all hell broke out. Mr. Adams shooting at the neighbor as she walks out her door to walk her dogs. Earlier that day, when the 911 was called, when Adams called about the gunshot sound, whose phone did he use? He used Sierra's. He walked across the street, asked her if he could use her phone, and called from her freaking phone number. Called from her place, and then he walked back after using her phone and waited. And she said she just kind of, was kind of just hanging out and stuff, and then she didn't hear anything because he'd been, causing some issues. And so she figured at 2 a.m. it was safe to go outside. As soon as she walked out her door, the gunshot started. Yet Brent Kopacka is dead. They shot him. This guy had, 114 shell casings? You've got to be kidding me. There was bullet holes in people's sheds, in their residence home, in their homes, all around the neighborhood. At one point, he went into the house, got a beer, came out, cracked it open, sat down on the patio or the deck, whatever he was sitting on, drank it, went back in, came back out and started doing it again. He's alive and well, sitting in Latah County Jail. Now let me ask you one more time. Who the hell is sthomasadams? And why is he being protected? Over there, under there, anywhere over there, in that vicinity. So let me ask you this. So you've got them saying that Brent's on the FBI watch list and all that kind of stuff, and that he was special ops and all this stuff, and that he had PTSD so bad he couldn't think straight, and he would go in these episodes. And then they got the cop calling in and saying, they don't know his last name, but they have had some Brents call in from this phone number with suicidal calls. But they don't know his fucking last name, and they're going there with a goddamn warrant. Doesn't the warrant have his last name on it? Come on, you guys. This isn't even a good corruption cover-up. This isn't even good. You guys are so messed up. And then these cops, these officers in here, do they look scared to you? Do they sound scared? Do they sound like they're worried about anybody in that freaking apartment building? Doesn't sound to me like they are. They got a civilian sitting there in the room. What if if a bullet can go through, what they're saying can go as far as it went to whatever tower and hit a tower, you don't think that bullet can go through these walls and hit that Simon right in the freaking forehead, be right between the eyes? Yet they've got a civilian sitting there taking notes to protect their asses. They've already been in a lot of trouble. All the way up to this point, they've been in a lot of trouble already. You've got sex scandals. You've got one officer who beat the living crap out of his wife who was going through cancer and chemo. He's in prison, thank God. You got the other one who raped a sorority girl. She needed a ride. He said he would give her a ride. He stopped over. I guess she had been brought back one time or something, and then she went back out, and then he said to give her a ride, got in, made her basically do him orally. And thank God, she had the gumption, the brains, even though it didn't help her in the long run, but she had the brains to say whatever she had because it had semen. There was a semen sample on her shirt or wherever it was, on her sleeve or something. But you know what they did? They brought it all through court. They drug her all through court. And I don't know if you guys know how those things go. Those ape trials. It's the woman they put under scrutiny. It's the woman. Oh, what were you wearing? Were you drunk? Did you want something? Were you trying, whatever? Were you trying to get out of a ticket? Have you done this before? Didn't he just bring you home and you went back out? Did you want it? Whatever they use in that kind of thing, but they use it, and they use it rough, and they use it frequent, and they use it to their advantage, which is disgusting. You've got a young girl who is being told that she could lose her funding, she could get kicked out of the sorority if he turned it in, that she's drunk and blah, 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 blah. So you better do this, and then you'll be safe. How scared would you be? I'm surprised more guys don't get their dicks bit off. No lie. I'm surprised more guys don't get chomped down on doing a bobbit, man. Because there's some guys out there that deserve a damn bobbit. Or two. Take it down to a nub, man. Right on down. If you can't get it all in your mouth, take one bite and then get back down there and spit that one out and take another one. Take it to a nub, man. Don't give him nothing left. It's how I feel about this whole department. You know that right after, or right before, or was it before or after? Well, not very long, either before or after they got BK. 3 of the cops at WSU, police officers, did early retirement for sex scandals with the WSU on the campus. Well, that doesn't fly very well, does it? In fact, that's a little bit suspicious, don't you think? Oh, let's take early retirement so they don't get popped worse. Nothing happened to him. Oh, let's go back to the guy that made this sorority girl do him down under because she was hammered, needed to get somewhere, and he told her he'd give her a ride. Oh, you're safe here, honey. Come on in. Daddy's got a little something for you. Oh, no. No need to worry. I won't say anything to the university. You just get down here and you just do your thing, darling. Come on, be a good girl. Come on, darling, get down here. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. Oh, yeah. Good girl. Yeah, you don't tell anybody now, do you, girl? You're not going to say a word. You don't want your funding taken away from you. You don't want everybody in that whole sorority house to know what you did to Daddy, did you? Do you? You don't want that to happen now, do you? Good girl. You just keep on going. Good girl. Oh, almost there, baby. Come on. As soon as you get done, we're going to give you a ride home and you'll be safe and sound. Oh, you're such a good girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're proud of you at that sorority house, aren't they? Oh, I bet you give all the boys a run for their money, don't you? Next time you need a ride, darling, you just give me a ring. I'll be right there. And you be ready for me, okay? No talking back to me. You just be ready for me, and things will go just fine. Oh, yeah, baby. There you go. Almost there, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're such a good girl. Oh, sweetie. Wipe that stuff off your chin. Now sit up in your seat and put your seatbelt on. I'm going to take you home. You can be safe and sound. Yeah. Oh, yeah. God, that was great. Thanks. You're a good girl. Your secret's safe with me until next time. Then she goes and gets tested. She takes his ass to court. It's a long process. She's dragged through the mud. There was problems with how they went about the procedure, so it's going to have to go through court again. And she decided not to do it. She couldn't handle it. She couldn't do it anymore. She was being followed by campus police and pulled over for no reason. She was being catcalled to. She was being watched. She had notes on her car, being left on her car, amongst many other things. Do you think this girl is okay? Because I don't. I hope she is. I hope she has gotten strength from this, and I hope she is one tough mama, tough sister, because I'm telling you what that man, I can't call him a man, what that monster did to her, what all the monsters did to her. The biggest monster of all, the university. The second, the judicial system. The third, you people who are supposed to protect you. People who are supposed to protect you guys are taking advantage of your daughters and your sisters and your aunts and your cousins and your twins. And maybe even your mom goes to school there, taking a little extra class. You don't know. This is what they're doing. This is how they're treating women. A piece of freaking meat. Even if that, maybe they don't even, maybe it's not even at that point what that is. Maybe it's just a hole. Maybe it's just a hole. Excuse my language, but you know what? Let's just talk about what this really is. It's disgusting. And this right here, these are the officers, part of the team. The other ones, and who knows how many more are on here, because you know it's corrupt as hell. You're watching corruption right here. Right here. You don't think that this ongoing sex scandal and all this crap's still happening? They got away with it last time. They got fucking away with it. They got retirement, you guys. They're getting paid for our aping women. They're getting paid to do it. And I bet you the guys get together, and I bet they have a little cheer on too. Ooh, bet you've got notches on their belts. What do you think? What do you think they do in their little monster caves? Do you think they stand around and high five? Do you think they show the lipstick marks on their member? Do you think maybe they show the bite marks? I hope to God there's a few bite marks. Do they show pictures they maybe took of them while they were down there? Or when they were stalking them? Oh, I'm going to get this one. Oh, maybe they do that. Maybe that's what they do. Maybe they're the stalkers. Maybe they hang out while they're supposed to be protecting and securitying, whatever you want to call it, the area, the campus, the students, the community. You're supposed to be there keeping them safe, but what are they doing? No, 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 no. They're over there shopping. They're shopping. They're at a meat market. Perfect place, what? You know? College campus. What a better meat market. Sweet meat all the way around. Look at that one. Oh, look at that one. Ooh, what about that one? Ooh, she looks awful drunk. Maybe I should give her a ride home. She won't. I tried it one time. Oh, no. I got my ways, buddy. I'll get her. Watch Daddy work. Watch Daddy work. Watch this. I'm the master. You're the master of scum. Scum. You're actually not... Scum's actually better than you are. You're the sludge under the scum. No, 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 no. It's even worse than that. You're the worms that are eating the sludge under the scum. Oh, no, no. It's worse than that. You're the maggots now eating the worms under the sludge, under the scum. That's who you guys are. Picture that for a moment. And then picture a student, a female student, having to look at that maggot eating that worm under the sludge, under the scum, and having to put your mouth on it. How disgusting is that? And then, what comes out of it? Oh my God. What comes out of it? What comes out of the maggot, out of the worm, and the sludge, into the scum? The seed that made the maggot in the first place. Can you guys even imagine? I'm sorry I had to get to this point to even get you to understand what the hell's going on that campus. If I had to get down and dirty and I had to tell you the way it is, I have to make gross, gross references, that's what I'm going to do. Because that is what it is. And how does anybody know what that poor girl is going through when she's down there doing what he is telling her she has to do, or else she's in big trouble and she loses her schooling, her funding, her sorority, her friends, her education. Maybe her parents are going to disown her. Maybe she'll never get into another school again because he'll taint her name from one end of this state to the other. Maybe even further. Maybe he'll put it on social media. You see all those things on social media, all those harassment things. Maybe those are the officers harassing the girls that they have sexually offended. What about that? So now you've got these guys right here doing this. Okay, Brent, they say he's on the watch list, right? So is Brent alive? Is Brent Special Forces? Was that a fake fall? It was a fake shooting. I mean, the whole thing was really weird. I mean, you know if there's anybody really shot. So now you have to think about this. Who's Brian? Is Brian some kind of unfreaking real, extra extraordinary mastermind? Is he like the mastermind of all masterminds? Is he like the king, let's say? The extraterrestrial king, the one that knows all about how to get away with a murder or 4 or more? Or is this exactly what it looks like? Right here, you're watching it. It's right there. Thanks, Lana, for this. This is awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm sure they don't, but I'm sure they don't. You know what? I hope they're shitting their pants right now. But they got the good old boys. Remember, you guys, they've got the good old boys. And it's not the first time they've done this. It's not the second. It's not the third. It's not the fourth. I could go on and on and on, but I won't. And it's not the last. Look at how quickly they did this after they did 4 murders. Allegedly, in my opinion. Not just them. I mean, there's several. There's a lot of hands in here. There's lots of hands. Lots of hands and lots of money being exchanged. Put it that way. This is all about money. This is all about money, land, water, whatever you want it. It's about properties. It's about lining pockets. It's about being the tallest guy with the biggest balls. Oh no, let's say dick, because just because you got big balls doesn't mean you have anything, right? Let's say you're the one that touches the water in the toilet bowl, right? Who cares? This is disgusting. So anyway, I want to know who the hell Thomas Adams is. Does anybody know who Thomas Adams is? I would love to know. Thanks, you guys, for listening to my disgusting commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. In not a good way. I hope you got something out of it that maybe will stick with you. Not nightmares, nothing like that. But the whole possibility, what we're watching, the scenario, this whole thing. What is this? I'll tell you what it isn't. It isn't the truth. That's what it isn't. So what is the truth? What is really going on? I'm telling you what, if anybody needs tased around here right now, it's a whole lineup of cops with their pants down and big old paddles. With holes in it. But first you want to really, Vaseline that butt up, because I'll tell you what, that's probably a much sharper snap. Someone needs to talk. I mean, is this whole thing going to implode? What's going to happen here, you guys? What is going to happen? Where's Brent? Who's Brian? What does Brian know? What does Brent and Brian know? Here we go, another thing. What if the cops are protecting all this? What if there's some humongous, crazy-ass gang somewhere that's doing all this crazy crap, and getting away with it, and the cops are the ones protecting all of it, and like we're ruining their investigation. What if they're onto something? What if they've almost got their man, and we're doing this? I highly doubt it, but what if? We don't know, because there's lies, lies, lies all the way around. Lies, cover-ups, fake deaths. We haven't even, there's no 911 calls coming out. There's no, you guys, it's just one thing after another. I mean, I could literally talk for 8 hours and not be done with all the things that I have concerns about. And, I do got to sleep at night sometimes, So anyway, thanks again, Lana, for this. I'll put the link in the description. And good luck to you boys in Pullman and Moscow. And all the other places, because it's not the only town around there. They're all dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. And I'm not saying all of them are dirty. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, praise to God that there's some clean cops on there. Some clean officers. I'm sure there probably are. I mean, I would never be able to sleep if I didn't think that there was. I'm telling you, this is so, oh my God, it's so scary, you guys. It's so scary. It just makes me think everything I've ever learned is not true. It's all been a lie. The boys in blue, they're more like the boys in red at this point to me. That's about it. Sickos. The ones clad in black with red on their hands. Thanks for listening. Sorry for the nasty, gross, words, but I had to get it out of my system. And I appreciate you guys listening and letting me do that. All right. Can't wait to hear your comments, because I have a feeling they're going to be pretty good. All right. You guys take it easy. I got a lot more videos coming out, actually, too. Some pretty quick ones and other ones not so quick. But I got to get them off my phone so I can get more out there. Okay. You guys take care. I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate your support. Please hit the like button and subscribe. And go subscribe to Lana if you haven't. I'm sure you already are. Click like, all that good stuff. Leave her some comments. Yeah. All right. Thanks, you guys. Night.